Pleasant day to each and everyone. We are the group 10 and we're going to report about the packaging and labeling. Our leader is Salas Victor Valles and the group members are Makahilig, Rizal Jane, Osho Jr. Alberto, Oleo Patricia May, and Segaco Lara May. Before we start our discussion, let's first have a prayer, and that will be led by Makahilig.
So, okay, let's bow our head and feel the presence of God. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We thank you for this day and many blessings we have received. We ask that you would bless the work that we do here in our online class and give us patience, courage, and perseverance to face whatever challenges may come. Bless our teachers and students with wisdom to learn from each other.
Amen. So, our learning objectives is first, discuss the definition and functions of packaging and labeling. The second one is differentiate the terms packaging and labeling and their objectives. Number 4, identify the different symbols used in packaging. And number 5 is enumerate the different types of packaging and parts of label in the product. But before we start to our main topic, let's first have our energizer. It is, we call this guess the logo. So next page. So that is our first logo. Please comment your words or your idea what the logo it is. It seems like someone got the answer. All right, it's correct. It's Del Monte. Next. Guess what logo it is. All right. We already got the answer, the right answer. It's Unilever. And next, I know for sure you know this. The horse in the logo. Oh, it seems like Rachel Jane Makahilig got the answer, the correct answer. It is Red Horse. All right. Let's proceed to our topic.
So, a pleasant afternoon, everyone. The assigned topic that I will discuss today is about the packaging. What is the meaning of packaging? What is the meaning of labeling? And what is the difference between packaging and labeling? So let's start from packaging. So in terms of packaging, it is the science, art, and technology of enclosing or protecting product for distribution, storage, sale, and use. So basically, the packaging it is the activities of designing and producing the container for a product. So in my opinion, the pack the packaging it is a package where creating the product containers both steps in packaging process. So a product is protected by the packaging so that it can be transported safely. So additionally, the packaging can help customer find the products in stores and promote a brand. So ang basic question dito is what are the materials commonly used for packaging? So it includes here the plastic, the corrugated cardboard, wood, metal, paper, cloth, cellophane, polythene, and styrofoam. Next. So as you can see at the slides presentation, there are types of packaging, and that is the primary packaging, secondary packaging, and tertiary packaging. Um, let's start for the primary packaging. Next. So in primary packaging, it is the material that first envelope product and hold it, and then it is usually the smallest unit of distribution, or you send you send in the package which is in direct contact with the content. So halimbawa, nakikita niyo sa picture na yan, ito yung mga usually nakikita natin sa mga tindahan, yung nahahawakan natin like shampoo, ayan, yung Palmolive, yung conditioner, ganyan, ayan. So next one, we have the secondary packaging. So secondary packaging, it is a packaging is outside the primary packaging. So perhaps you used to group primary packages together. So ito naman yung tinatawag na outside, yung pinaka makikita nyo sa labas ng brand ng makikita nyo sa picture. Ayan. Ayan yung tinatawag na secondary packaging. So, let us tackle about the tertiary packaging. So, next. In terms of tertiary packaging, it is the typically not seen by the consumer since it is usually removed by retailers before the product are displayed for sale. So, for example, the tertiary packaging might include the brown cardboard boxes, so the plywood pallets, and the sink wrap. So, ito yung mga ready to delivery sa mga store or sa mga company na nagpo-produce ng mga nagtitinda or nagbebenta na ng mga So ito na yung mga ready to deliver. Ganon. So next. So ngayon, kanina tinakil natin ang packaging, dumako naman tayo sa tinatawag na labeling. So ano nga ba yung labeling? So in terms of labeling, it is the display of label in the product. Ayun nga, sabi nga nila, it is the label in the product, and then the label contains the information about the product on its container, packaging, or the product itself. So it is usually has warning in it for some products, and then it is written that the product contains the traces of nuts, should not be consumed by the person who's allergic to nuts. So in my opinion again, the labeling is the process of covering a product with a visually appealing the wrapper or seal. So there are two main function of the labeling, and that is to present the information and then to draw the people to draw people to grow to goods. So ano nga ba yung tinatawag na diyan, yung mga naka-display sa tinatawag na labeling. So diyan makikita mo yung tinatawag na name of the product, halimbawa shampoo. ayan, makikita nyo yung Vaseline, Palmolive, ayan, name of their product. So, in terms of the second one, the price of the consumer, so the price for consumers to consider, ito naman yung mga usually na nakikita na kadalasan sa mga store. So in terms of the barcode for ease to scanning, ito naman yung tinatawag na palatandaan na para kahit papaano mapadali yung ano ng mga ano grocery ano. Kapag bibili ka kasi usually 'di ba, ini-scan na lang yung ano and then nalalaman kaagad yung presyo ng product or yung produktong bibilhin natin. So ayun. So pang-apat, ito yung tinatawag na company's brand name or logo. Ito naman yung tinatawag usually typically na halimbawa, um, Nature Spring, ayan, yung sa tubig, yung sa plastic, sa bottle na tubig na tig sa 10, ngayon tig 12 na. Ayun, Nature Spring, may mga ibang brand na ano, katulad na lang ng sardines, may Mega, may Youngstown, gano'n. Tapos pang-5, the quantity or number of included product. So ayun, pang-6, the product grade or quality. So usually kapag 'di ba, kapag bibili ka ng mga produkto, unang-una naman yung yung tinitingnan natin dun yung quality ng product kung okay ba siya or hindi, gano'n. And then next one is the special features of a product. So usually bibili ka ba ng hindi kilala, gano'n? So hindi. Ang gagawin mo, bilang isang mahusay na mamimili or something, matalinong mamimili, do'n ka na sa sikat at kilala, ayan. Yung parang napapalabas like Vaseline, gano'n, may mga something na maririnig ka pa ngang ano, tugtog niyan, eh. Halimbawa sa Selecta, gano'n, may mga tugtog sila, gano'n. So, next one is any mandated information required due to the government regulation. So, ayun. In terms naman sa mandated information required due to the government regulation, ito yung tinatawag na ano, dumaan sa masusing proseso ang produkto nila na hindi tipong, nakakalusot sila sa mga ano kasi tandaan niyo guys in terms of product kailangan talaga dumaan sa masusing produkto, sa masusing proseso dahil ang ang ma maapektuhan nito yung mamimili at tsaka kasiraan nito sa ano company na itatayo mo kung may mga defect ba or ito na gagamitin mo tapos nakakasira sa balat ng ano halimbawa ng sabon and then hindi ito dumaan sa masusing proseso. So ang tendency nun, parang ikaw mananagot, ikaw makukulong and then ikaw pa masasarahan ng negosyo, gano'n. Kailangan talaga dumaan sa ano, masusing proseso. So, next one is the content or ingredients of our product. So, siyempre 'di ba, kapag bibili ka, isang mahuhusay na mamimili or matalinong mamimili, ang gagawin mo is tinitingnan niyo muna yung mga ingredients ng product. Halimbawa, kasi may mga tao na um, hindi sila hiyang sa mga ganitong produkto pala like sabon, yung halimbawa, hindi ako hiyang sa Kojic gano'n, tapos mamamagay yung mukha gano'n. So, bilang isang mahuhusay na mamimili, ang ginagawa niyo 'di ba is tinitingnan muna yung pinaka-content ng product or ingredients ng product, ayun. So, next one is the product instruction. So, ikaw ba bilang ano, bilang mamimili kapag hindi mo ba alam ang ano produkto, anong ginagawa mo? So, siyempre ang una-una natin tinitingnan yung product instruction, paano ba siya gamitin, paano ba siyang buksan, gano'n. Ayun, so katulad na lang nung ano experience ko ano, sa sardines na may easy open ka naman pala siya, ang ginawa ko, parang binuksan ko pa gamit ang kutsilyo. So ayun, parang ano, hindi ko na nakita kung paano, ano, nakalagay na pala dun na easy open can, pero hindi ko nakita. So binuksan ko pa lang ng gamit ng kutsilyo. Ayun. So example na lang din 'yon. So the next one is um the inventory code. So usually makikita din 'to sa mga nasa likod ng mga produkto 'no. Kung may kanina may barcode, ito naman may mga inventory code. Usually maano 'to sa makikita niyo sa mga nagtatrabaho sa mga company or kahit maliliit na company lang. Basta yung mga produkto nila makikita niyo dun yung inventory code, the batch number, halimbawa 1 to 50 gano'n, 300 to 450 gano'n. And then usually the product weight kasi lahat ng produktong binibili natin parang tinitimbang nila 'yan. Na lahat hindi ito sobra, ito kulang, hindi. Kailangan kapag nagnenegosyo ka, kailangan pantay-pantay. Wala yung lamang na ganito, wala yung "Ay 1/4 lang yun, ito kalahating kilo." Hindi. Ang ginagawa ng mga consumer or ng mga, um, nagtatayo ng mga company na nagbebenta, tinitimbang nila para pare-parehas yung sukat, gano'n. So, of course, dun tayo papasok sa expiration date. Kasi katulad nga kanina, kailangan dumaan sa masusing proseso. Ito naman, kailangan na kailangan 'to. Kasi once na ikaw mamimili, hindi mo tinitingnan kung kailan expiration 'no, parang ang gagawin mo na lang is ikaw yung kapag ikaw yung nabiktima ng halimbawa na naman sabon, kasi usually sa Pilipinas uso yung ganito, expire na pala yung sabon tapos ginamit mo pa, ang tendency nun nangate, namaga, and then ayun, sinisi yung pinagbilhan kasi kasi ikaw bilang mamimili kailangan titingnan mo din yung information ng sabon or expiration ng sabon para kahit papaano, aware ka din kung expire na ba ito, na pwede mong ibalik, gano'n. Kasi usually ayun naman talagang ginagawa natin 'no, kapag bibili. So, next one is the storage and disposal recommendation. And then last is the safety information, and then ayun, ang pinakamahalaga dito yung tinatawag na safety information. Sa likod kasi ng product karamihan na makikita yung parang, safety information na ito bawal itapat sa halimbawa sa mga maseselan like sa mga gasol gano'n, like yung posporo, yung produkto ng posporo. Hindi puwede siyang ilapit sa mga bata, paglaruan, gano'n. So, tendency nun nagiging aware tayo na, ay bawal pala, gano'n. So next one, the third question that the topic na-assign sa akin is, what is the difference between the packaging and labeling? So, lalayo pa ba tayo kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa? So in terms of primary packaging, it is the main function kasi ng packaging is to ensure that the product is safe to transport, store, and sell. So ayun nga kanina, katulad na sinabi ko, may tinatawag na may mga primary, secondary, tertiary. Yung tertiary doon, ayun yung pinaka finished product nila na ah, i-de-deliver na at saka ready na ibenta, gano'n. But the labeling is to provide necessary information about the product. Kung kanina, about sa mga nahahawakan nating produkto, yung finished product na, ready to sell na, and then ito naman yung tinatawag na labeling is to provide the necessary impormasyon para sa produkto using printed text, logos, usually makikita sa labeling yung text, logos, artworks, or et cetera like that. So ayun lang, maraming salamat. Next facilitator. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I'm Rizal Jane L. Makailik. So, our next topic is about packaging and labeling. But before we're going to proceed to our topic, I'm going to share a little knowledge about why is it important that a product has a packaging and labeling. So, when you manufactured a product to sell in the marketplace, kailangan na protected ito for handling and distribution, while having identifying information. So, pag sinabing identifying information, ito yung mga ingredients or yung mga materials na ginamit doon mismo sa product na yun. So, lahat ng products na mabibili at mabibenta sa market has a packaging and labeling. Next slide po. So, functions of packaging and labeling. So, the first bullet is the packaging is the outer covering of the product. It plays a crucial role as an effective sales tool and encourages customers to buy the product. It performs several functions like protection, storage, ease of handling, and convenience in usage. Next slide po. So here's the following are the functions of packaging. So first is content protection, product density, promotional tool, product identification, user convenience. So the first one is the content protection. So dito, yung basic function of packaging is protecting the contents from dust, dirt, damage, leakage, and pilferage. So yung packaging helps in protecting the products throughout its life. Next is product density. Packaging helps in providing density to the product. It means choosing the best packaging material and making the best use of limited space. Next is promotional tool. So dito, the good packaging helps to sell the product easily and conveniently. So it works as a promotional tool tulad ng self-advertising, publishing, displaying, also acts as an advertising medium. It combines package, size, colors, and design to attract the customer attention. So next is product identification. So yung packaging also facilitates yung product identification tulad ng branding and packaging. So the packaging helps to identify the product no matter how the customer see it and under what circumstances. Pwede natin sabihin that a package is actually a product's personality. So the last one is user convenience. So packaging helps in providing user convenience. It performs various marketing functions such as storage, handling, transportation without any wastage. So in the other side, the following are the functions of labeling. So the first bullet is labeling provides all the necessary information related to the product to the consumers. So the labels help customers gain knowledge about the product quality and feature without even opening or tasting it. Kasi nasa label na mismo yung mga information na gusto nilang malaman about that product. So yun yung purpose ng label para yung mga consumer can recognize the standard of the product. Next is labels also give information about the price, quality, and quantity of the product. So yung information na to, nakakatulong siya sa mga consumer or mga customers to make an informed decision. In that way, yung consumer is mapapadali siya to compare different products on the basis of the information provided on the label. So last bullet is labels help the sellers sell the products conveniently. It also protects from malpractices of middlemen. So yung labeling is essential element siya that affects sales and profits na nagpo-provides or nagbibigay ng clear information about doon sa product na yun. Next slide po. So, in e-commerce, the following are the functions of labeling. But before that, I will going to explain what is e-commerce. E-commerce first. E-commerce or electronic commerce is the trading of goods and services on the internet. So, mayroon tayong 3 main types ng e-commerce. First is yung business to business, kung saan ito yung mga websites such as Shopify. Second one is business to consumer, which is ito naman yung mga website such as Amazon. And last one is consumer to consumer. Ito yung eBay or eBay, I think. So, the first bullet is product identification. So, label helps the customers na ma-identify yung product and brand. It popularizes the product and brand among the customers. So the next one is product grades. So dito, yung label tells about the grade of the product. For example, yung air conditioners come with a star grading system na 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, and 5 star. So the label helps the consumer or customer na ma-purchase yung product na yun according to its quality. So the next one is product description. So yung label introduces, describes, and expresses the product. Naka-indicate doon sa mismong label na yon yung mga information about who manufactured the product, when and where it was manufactured, ingredients of the product, how to use it safely, and best before date or yung expiration. So yung information na to helps the consumer make an informed choice. So next is, so the last one is product promotion. So dito yung mga labels help in promoting products, graphs, features, signs na ma-attract yung customers or yung consumer. So in that way, this motivates the customers to make a purchase or bilhin yung product na yon. Next slide po. So, next is packaging machines. So, sa packaging machines, meron tayo ditong roll stock thermoformers. So, roll stock thermoformers, the standards in packaging production, the P-series is the next step up in cutting-edge industrial design and premium packaging system. The P-series software is designed to navigate the HMI and control the machine with efficiency and ease. Next slide po. Next is vacuum chamber machines. So dito, this is the machines that seal food in a plastic bag for preservation. They have strong vacuuming power to remove the air from food in the plastic bag and are often used in commercial kitchens, although they are benchtop models are used in homes. So, next slide po. So next is tray sealers. So dito, tray sealers or tray sealing is commonly used for packaging medical devices, particularly when clamshell packaging or blister sealing are not applicable. So tray sealing prevents products from moving in the tray during the shipping and creates a hermetic seal so that products can be stored and shipped under sterile conditions. Next slide po. So next is rotary. So next. So next is rotary baggers. So it is a high quality. So rotary baggers. It is highly quality automated system that efficiently load, open, fill, and cup pouches. Next slide po. So next is flow wrappers. So flow wrappers or flow Sorry po. So flow wrappers or flow wrap machines also been known as flow wrapper daw. Flow packaging or flow packaging machine. This type of packaging machine adapts horizontal flow packaging which is widely used in food, cosmetics, stationery, and other industries. So next slide po. So next is filing system. A filing system is a method of storing and organizing computer files and their data. So next slide po. So next is shrink tunnels or deep tanks. Shrink tunnels are temperature-controlled environments used to tighten shrink film that has been applied by a shrink wrapper around products. So, a deep tank naman is a container holding a liquid other than plain water that is used for dipping or coating. So, next slide po. So the next one is metal detectors and check weighers. So IMC metal detectors or check weigher combination system offer high sensitivity and the ability to detect a wide range of metal contaminants. So it is used this easy to operate system to dynamically weigh products to an accuracy of plus 0.02 ounces. So next slide po. So the next one is conveying and collecting. So a conveyor system is a fast and efficient mechanical handling apparatus for automatically transporting loads and materials within an area. So next slide po. So next is medical packaging. It is used naman to ensure that a drug products and medical devices are safe to use. They protect the product but also the health and safety of the customer. So dito, hindi lang bale yung hindi lang basta yung product yung sinisave na but also yung health and safety ng customer. So next slide po. So next is custom packaging system. So it is a boxing that is specifically tailored to your company and the product your company is making and shipping. Next po. So tapos na tayo sa packaging machines. So the next one is labeling machines. So labeling machines are categorized based sa mga function they are intended to perform in the labeling process, like printing, dispensing, and attaching. So the first example here is the inkjet printers. So inkjet printers have numerous nozzles which spray microscopic ink droplets doon mismo sa the substrate to create an image. So these printers can create high-quality, complex, and vibrant color images, text, and graphics. Bukod doon, they can blend and produce colors better than laser printers. Yung inkjet printer ink is also compatible with a variety of substrates tulad ng mga plastic films, textured art paper, and glossy photo paper. So next slide po. So, next is laser printers. So, yung mga laser printers, ang pinagkaiba niya naman sa ibang mga printers is nakaka-create siya ng mga multicolored images, text, and graphics. So, yung mga laser printed images are durable. They can withstand sa mga UV light exposure, heat, and rubbing. Hindi tulad sa ink, yung laser printed images can store toners for months without drying them since gawa ito sa powdered plastic materials. And laser printers are economical in the long run. Bukod pa doon, the variety of substrates compatible with laser printing is fewer than inkjet printers. So next slide po. So next is RFID label printers. So the RFID labels or smart labels are the most common type naman ng passive RFID tag, which stores information tulad ng mga serial numbers and transmit data to a reader. They consist of a label material embedded with an RFID interlay or chip. Pero wala itong internal power source. Instead, they are powered by the electromagnetic energy transmitted from RFID read. Yung RFID is widely used sa mga supply chain management para matrack yung flow ng materials at product, and also to monitor the inventory levels na tinatawag sa mga factory, warehouse, or any facility. In addition, our information about RFID label printers perform several tasks. Unang-una, they write and encode yung mga data sa bawat RFID chip. Yung printer naman is i-verify niya yung mga input data kung tama ba yung pagkaka-encode. Then after that, the RFID label printer will print the label showing the additional text and graphics na related doon sa product na yun. So yung RFID label printers are available in industrial, desktop, at mga mobile models with different configuration to cater to various labeling applications. Next slide po. So, the last one is thermal printers. So, the thermal printing is isa to sa mga pinaka-most common method ng label printing. Erika. So, thermal printers or your thermal printing is isa ito sa pinaka-most common method ng label printing. Thermal printers works by activating the heating elements from printer head, producing the substrate image. So madalas itong ginagamit sa pagre-retail at mga grocery stores, the shipping industry, and banking. So the next facilitator is Ms. Laramie Saigako. Thank you.
Again, a pleasant day to each and everyone. My topic is about objectives of packaging and labeling. Next. So, the objectives of packaging and labeling. Before we start the main objectives of the packaging and labeling, packaging is heavily integrated into daily life. The primary purpose of packaging is to protect its content from any damage that could happen during transport, handling, and storage. So packaging retains the product intact throughout its logistics chain from manufacturer to the end user. It protects the product from humidity, light, heat, and other external factors. So let's proceed to the objectives of packaging. Next slide. So the first objective of packaging is the physical protection. So what is physical protection? It refers to the use of various packaging materials to safeguard and shield a core product from damages during transportation or storage. So The object enclosed in the package may require protection from, among other things, like shock, vibration, compression, temperature, bacteria, or etc. Just like what you see in the illustrated picture, yung itlog, which is being protected uh, by an egg tray, as well as the water, it's being protected by the bottle. So that is how physical protection is. Next slide po. Next is the barrier protection. When we say barrier protection, it refers to the packaging ability to resist the absorption of light, moisture, and oxygen. So a barrier from oxygen, water vapor, dust, and etc. is often required. So modified atmosphere, controlled atmosphere are also maintained in some food packages, keeping the contents clean, fresh, and safe for the intended shelf life is a primary function. So, and some of the packages contain this desiccant or oxygen absorbers to help extend shelf life. As what you can see in the illustrated pictures, those apples are being protected by a basket, as well as meron siyang controlled atmosphere, which is parang nakalagay siya sa isang storage room na malamig. So that is the modified atmosphere or controlled atmosphere. Next po. Next one is containment or agglomeration. So when we say containment or agglomeration, it refers to small objects and are typically grouped together in one package for reasons of efficiency, like liquids, powders, flowable, granular materials needs to have containment. For example, a single box of, for example, what you can see in the picture, a group of nips, hindi siya carry or hindi siya kayang hawakan by piece, but kailangan siyang i-package as a group. So, kailangan niya ng container na nasa isang container lang sila. So, another example of that is a single box of 1,000 pencils requires less physical handling than 1,000 single pencils. So that is how containment or agglomeration refers to. Next will be the marketing. So when we say marketing, it refers as a channel for communication that can be used to project a brand image, as well as supply people with vital product information. So the packaging and labels can be used by marketers to encourage potential buyers to purchase the product. So package graphic design and physical design have been an important and constantly evolving phenomenon, and are applied to the surface of the package, and in the case of the point of sale display. So ayan, so package graphic design is really important para um, maakit nila yung mga consumers to buy their products, as well as yung laman mismo ng ng product is attractive or pleasant siya tignan ng mga consumers. Next will be security. So when we say security, it refers to the packaging that protects both the product and the patient or consumer, and can thereby save both health, lives, and economical damage. So the roles of packaging are to protect the contents from the elements, allow for the ease of transportation, provide information, add convenience in stocking, marketing, communicating the value of the product, security of the product to keep the consumer safe, and finally environmental responsibility. So this security is actually related or connected to marketing, protection barrier, as well as physical protection. It is actually connected to each other. So this security is really important for the brand as well as for the consumer. So the packages may include authentication seals to help indicate that the package and contents are not counterfeit. Next will be convenience. So when we say convenience, it refers to the material used in addition to primary packaging to facilitate consumers handling or transportation of one or more products such as boxes and bags. So as you can see in the illustrated picture, the old packaging is much more convenient in the new package in the new package. So um, packages can have features that add convenience in distribution, handling, display, sale, opening, and reclosing, as well as use and reuse. So the container itself can be reused or reclosing when you are going to consume the product inside. Next will be portion control. So portion control means choosing a healthy amount of a certain food. Portion control helps you get the benefits of the nutrients in the food without overeating. So a single serving or single dosage packaging has a precise amount of content to control usage. Bulk commodities such as salt or this example that I show you, the Burr brand sterilized milk as well as the minerals, which is packaged into one, can be divided into packages that are more suitable size for individual household. It also aids the control of inventor. Instead of buying a box of milk, yung 1 liter, you can buy a can of milk para sa sarili mo lang. So not just hindi ka lang nakaka-less, pero nakaka-control ka din sa amount of contents na kailangan mong i-consume sa sarili mo, as well as sa minerals, less calories pag isang piece lang ng sachet of these minerals instead of buying this or consuming this 1 pack of minerals. Next slide po. So the next topic will be the objectives of labeling. Labeling gives necessary information to the customers about the products. Labeling is also used to exaggerate the product. This kind of labeling helps a viewer to differentiate the product from the rest in the shelves of the market. So the next one of the objectives of labeling is, next slide po, which is brand identification. So when we say brand identification, is the visible elements of a brand such as color, the design, and the logo that identify and distinguish the brand in consumers' mind. Consistent marketing and messaging lead to consistent brand identity and therefore consistent sales. So from the word brand identification, so meron silang sariling identification, parang ID natin, ganun. So meron tayong, pag may ID tayo, ayun yung identification natin, na tayo yung mismo nasa ID. So one of my example here is the Coca-Cola logo, which you can see in the illustrated picture. And there is the Coca-Cola Zero or no sugar. Meron silang klase-klaseng tawag dito, flavor ng Coke, ng Coca-Cola mismo. So meron silang Coca-Cola Zero or no sugar, classic or classic vanilla, etc. Ayan yung mga flavor nila. Pero meron silang mismong logo na nag-identify na sila yung may-ari ng product. So labeling helps in the identification and principal place of business of the person by or for whom the prepackaged product was manufactured, processed, produced, or packaged for sale. So next po. Next will be the description. So when we say description, labels provide the information regarding the food product. It describes the size, the contents, the nutritional value, the net weight, the product usage methods, as well as the shelf life. So in some products, it is written that the products contain traces of nuts and shouldn't be consumed by a person who's allergic to nuts. So, meron siyang description sa mismong package niya. May label doon nakalagay na ito yung size niya, yung mismong contents. Like what I've said earlier, na meron silang dinidescribe doon or na meron silang description about mismo sa product. Next will be and it will be the last objectives of labeling, which is promotion. So finally, these promotion labels helps in promoting the product through attractive and bright graphically pleasing paper labels glued on cans and bottles. So as you can see in the illustrated pictures that I have been given, na it is the way of promoting their products. Kunwari dito sa Lay's, their way of promoting their product is to give free 2 liters of Pepsi. Ayan, para mas makilala yung product nila na para bumenta. Their way of promoting it is to give free 2 liters of Pepsi. So dito naman sa isang picture is a bottle of wine. They put some tag sa mismong bottle, nakasabit siya, and it is their way to promote their wine. So that would be all for today. And the next facilitator will be Oleo Patricia. Thank you.
Okay, so good day everyone. I am Patricia May S. Oleo, the next facilitator for today's discussion. Okay, so in this part, we were going to discuss about the labeling requirements, mandatory labeling requirements in a specific food packing. So, bakit nga ba ito kailangan? So, what's the importance of it? And yung mga requirements needed and so on. So, let's now proceed. Okay, labeling law. RA Republic Act 3720 or Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act prescribes rules and regulations for the packaging and labeling of foods distributed in the Philippines. Bureau of Food and Drug, BFAD, interprets regulations and details of RA 3720, provides a list of substances permitted for use in food and food packaging materials. Okay, so these are both labeling law that a manufacturer should follow. So bakit nga ba may labeling law pa na dapat sundin? Bakit hindi na lang yung mismong manufacturer yung masunod, sariling business naman nila yun? It's simply because it is regulated to ensure that the label contains all critical information and that is accurate. Siyempre, sino nga ba naman yung kakain ng food na walang informations, di ba? For example, kapag bumibili kayo sa mga groceries, supermarket, o sa mga iba pa. Of course, yung unang yung titignan yung pinaka-label ng bibilhin ninyo. Yung pinaka-information. So, titignan nyo ba kung kailan yung expiration date, kung saan bang galing bansa yung pagkain na yun, or kung ano man yung bibili ninyo. So, tinitignan nyo yung information na meron sa mismong product na yun. So, ganun kahalaga yung label. So, dapat lahat may label. Hindi lang sa food, pati sa jowa. Charing, charot lang. So, kailangan nandun yung mga information. Kasi it is for their safety naman. So, the label not only is a means of communicating the contents of a container to a consumer, but can also provide critical information to a food allergic individual. Excuse me. Kasi for instance, you have allergy on something. Sample. Siyempre, bago ako kumain, you need to check first if yung pagkain bang yun nagko-contain ng food na may allergy ka. So, that's the reason why labeling law is implemented. Okay, so meron din po tayong tinatawag na Republic Act 9177, otherwise known as the Food and Drug Administration Act of 2009. Hindi lang siya na-include here, pero explain ko lang po briefly kung ano ibig sabihin nito. It is mandated to ensure the safety, efficacy, or quality of health products, which include food, drugs, cosmetics, devices, biologicals, vaccines, radiation emitting devices or equipment, etc. So kapag nalabag daw ni manufacturer yung mga laws na ito, it provides a penalty of imprisonment ranging from 1 year but not more than 10 years or a fine of not less than 50,000 pesos but not more than 500,000 pesos or both at the discretion of the court. Okay, so we have what you called a mandatory labeling requirements. So when we say mandatory, it means everyone should have this. Okay, so first we have the product identity or name. Of course, dapat accurate yung name sa mismong product. Then dapat naka-input lahat ng important information na kailangan ng consumer makita sa label. So, ano-ano ba yon? Yung nutrition facts, directions, ingredients, etc. And of the product description itself. And then, the name should be prescribed by the law, especially sa mga medicines. Next, we have the net content declaration. Siyempre, hindi lang naman dapat description ang makikita natin sa product label. Mahalaga ring indicated yung net content or the measurements ng mga product. So, example, sa nutrition pack, kailangan nakalagay dun yung bawat measurement ng nutrients na nandun, like protein, minerals, calcium, ilang mg ba each, or in the overall weight ng product content. So, bakit mahalagang makita yung mga to? Because para malaman ng mga consumers kung tama ba or nasosobrahan na sila sa mga nai-intake nila. Lalong-lalo na sa mga gamot. For example, sa medicines, may mga exact amount na dapat silang i-take. So kung walang indicated sa label, it can harm the consumers. Okay, next is ingredients. So dapat all the ingredients na nasa product ay indicated, as in lahat dapat. Kaya binanggit diyan, even the additives dapat ilagay kasi kailangan yun makita ng mga consumers. So it shows you some key nutrients that impact your health. So you can use the label to support your personal dietary needs. Look for foods that contain more of the nutrients you want to get more. You want to get more of and less of the nutrients you may want to limit. Next, manufacturer's information. Ito yung mga name and addresses of manufacturer, packer, or distributor. So, kailangan nakalagay din po kung sino or anong company ang manufacturer. Sino yung mga distribute sa mga stores, malls, and markets. And sino yung mga nagpapack. Why? Because dito malalaman if the product is safe and legit. Siyempre kapag indicated yung mga infos na ito, you can search it online if you really want an assurance. So, kaya napaka-importante din po nito. Then, dito naman, country of origin, kung saan nagsimula yung product. Kung made in, for example, made in China ba, USA, Australia, or mismo dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, and so on. Next, lot identification code. It refers to a specific code indicating food produced during a period of time and under more or less the same manufacturing condition. So, ito yung usually na codes na makikita nyo sa taas ng barcodes. So, it is needed na makita sa label dahil dito malalaman ni consumer kung ano yung state ng product. If safe pa ba yung take or hindi na dahil expired na or malapit na ma-expired or okay pa and pwede pang ma-intake and so on. Next is the open date marking for a specific food. Means legibly indicating a date on food labels, packages for the purpose of informing the consumer about the expected quality of product at a given period of time, provided that it has been properly stored. Ito yung makikita nyo sa expiration date, yung makikita yung consume before or best before. Next is here, ito yung nutrition facts. Mga information, the amount of nutrients should be indicated. So, mahalaga ito lalo na sa mga taong nagbabalance diet or may sakit tulad ng high blood or iba pa. Of course, nutrition facts, labels help to maintain better eating habits and aid in attaining a balanced energy level. So, foods high in sugar and fat content tend to be more palatable and therefore become favorite staples. So it's even more important to be aware of their nutritional output. So choosing between this or other options to switch out for a more healthy option or to portion control is essential. So ayan yung example ng nutrition facts. Makikita nyo lagi sa mga bibilhin yung product. Okay, barcode. I know some of you are still wondering bakit nga ba may mga barcode sa food label. or any products. Ano nga ba yung purpose ng mga to? So, as strict regulations are in place in the food industry, barcoding has helped companies in terms of compliance. So, sa gantong technology kasi, mas madali nating ma-present yung specific information including the history of the product and vital manufacturing information. Siyempre sa barcode, so in just one scanning lang, lalabas na yung mga infos na need mo about sa manufacturer ng pinurchase mo. So, that's the purpose of it, kung bakit may barcode sa mga food label or any products. Okay, so sa barcode, kapag in-scan nyo, ito yung mga possible na lalabas na infos, including yung mga address ng mismong manufacturer, yung telephone number, fax, and email na pwede mo silang makontak. So, if ever that you want something to report na nakapag-harm sa inyo or sa mga consumers kung sino may bumibili, so this would be a big help. Okay, so after we discuss the different parts and mandatory labeling requirements, symbols are also imposed with strict standard regulations sa iba't ibang packages today tulad sa ating mga online purchases and so on. So, okay, so these symbols could vary and could have different meanings, which I will discuss later on. Okay, so yung mga symbols could vary based on what type of product is being packed. So for example, sa food products, so tayo mag-focus. This would most likely include the following: ingredients, nutritional information, dietary restrictions, allergens, which are important to inform people sa content ng pagkain na yon. And also, yung mga cosmetic products, if you would look at it closely, meron yun sa likod or sa baba ng mga, siguro, lipsticks, example, na mga symbol for certain ingredients. And allergens, tapos meron din nakalagay na shelf life. So, ethical production, etc. So, doon mo malalaman if cruelty-free ba yung mga brands na yon. Okay, so here are the symbols that you can usually see in product labels. So first, we have the PET or PET. Is a clear, strong, and lightweight plastic that is widely used for packaging foods and beverages, especially convenience size, soft drinks, juices, and water. So it is a highly valued packaging material because it is strong, yet lightweight, non-reactive, economical, and shutterproof. Next, use no clamps to indicate the sides of a transport package that shall not be clamped when handling the package by mechanized means. So it's like handle with care. Use clamps, vice versa, of course, pwede ito sa mga hard products na hindi ganong masisira agad. Even gamitan ng machine clamp sa pag-pick up in the tons of different products. Use no hooks to indicate that hooks shall not be used for handling the transport package. Avoid sunlight. Some food or products should avoid storing near direct sunlight because light and warmth promote bacterial growth. So keeping a product out of sunlight will help it to stay fresher and longer. Next, fragile means babasagin. So it should be handled with care then. Avoid water. So itong umbrella, itong drawing na to, symbols na to, signifies the need to keep the box in a dry environment and never leave it in the rain. So, itong symbol na to also sinasabi na yung mismong items inside the box are not waterproof. So, hindi lahat ng mga product is waterproof. So, kaya dapat nilalagay sila lahat ng mga box na hindi waterproof sa dry environment. Next, this side up. This side up labels are a common form of shipping label. So used to ensure that boxes are maintained in the correct orientation. So ito yung mga common containers naman na liquid ang laman para maiwasan yung mga leaks and etc. Okay, non-vegetarian food, ito yung nasa kanan, means an article of food that contains whole or part of any animal, including birds, freshwater or marine animals, or eggs or products of any animal origin, but excluding milk or milk products as an ingredient. Sa vegetarian food naman, means ito yung mga article of food other than non-vegetarian food. Okay, now that we have discussed some symbols, I hope that you would take time para pansin ito sa susunod na umorder kayo online or yung mga binibili nyo sa mall or kung ano mang product yan. Kasi, bakit nga ba napaka-importante nito? Of course, these symbols could inform people about the product if it's recyclable, manufacture date, expiration date, and so much more. Super helpful niya sa atin. Kasi, of course, we need to know if the products that we are using is safe pa ba, maayos pa ba, para it won't cause harm or damage ourselves. Yung mga basic information na yan could do so much for us because awareness is always the key. And you'll never know kung expired na ba yung kinakain mo or pwede pa ba yan sa'yo. Pwede ba talaga sa'yo yan kasi baka allergic ka sa ingredients if you won't know about the symbols in the packaging. So that's all sa aking part. And next facilitator naman po ay i-discuss ang different types of packaging. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. On this topic, different types of packaging. Kung merong types of packaging, ito naman po yung different types of packaging na makikita natin sa sa mga retailer ng mga packaging. Next po. Ampoules packaging is a small sealed glass or plastic sealed bottle which is used to contain a preserved sample of liquids. Ito yung ginagamit sa mga sa mga madalas gamitin sa mga pharmaceutical or mga personal care or cosmetic products. Cosmetic products po. Next po. Container packaging. It is a receptacle jar as a box or jar used for holding goods. Ito yung mga mga karaniwang nakikita natin na container na plastic na madalas lagyan ng mga liquid products tulad ng shampoo, ng mga mantika, ganun. Next po. Strip packaging. It is an alternative form of unit for packaging in which a pharmaceutical products is encoded between two webs of heat flexible film through. Itong klase naman ng packaging, ito yung madalas na gamitin sa mga pharmaceutical, sa mga gamot, katulad ng nasa picture. Ito yung pinapainit ng ano, yung dalawang piraso ng metal film para para babalutan yung isang gamot. Next po. Blister packaging. It is a type of packaging produced by heating a sheet of plastic and molding it into shape to form a bubble or a packet. The blister that completely covers. Itong klase naman po ng packaging, ito po yung ginagamitan ng plastic wrapper na nakapag nilagyan ng o inapplyan ng heat, nagkakaroon po ng shape yung product mismo. Nagkakaroon ng molding katulad ng nasa picture. Katulad ng nasa picture na laruan. Nagiging mold yung mismong balot niya. Kumbaga yung mismong product ay na yung mismong balot niya katulad ng nasa picture. Next po. Paperboard and carton packaging. Paperboard and carton packaging can be made of parchment paper or have the same shape of bars to package a loose food. Itong packaging na yung madalas na gamitin sa mga pagkain, lalo na sa mga ito yung karaniwang packaging na ginagamit sa pang-araw-araw natin. Makikita natin sa supermarket katulad ng mga ito yung madalas gamitin sa mga pagkain sa mga laruan, sa mga bagay-bagay na madaling masira. Ito saka ano rin tong packaging na to. Kumbaga pwedeng magamit ulit kasi nga recyclable materials. Next po. Flexible packaging is any package of part of a package whose shape can readily be changed when you filled or during use. For example, ito po yung mga refillable and reusable na mga pack na kung makita niyo po sa picture, ito yung mga packaging na may ziplock na pwede mong buksan, pwede mong isarado. Kaya nga refillable and reusable na packaging. Next po. Multiple packaging. The practice of placing several units of a product in one container when offering them for a sale. Ito yung mga nakikita natin sa supermarket na packaging na yung binibenta na bultuhan, ganun. Yung mga may promo na may nakalagay na if you buy this, may makakasama, may kasamang isang product. Kumbaga, binibenta siya ng bultuhan para makalis ka ng babayaran, ganun. Next po. Shrink packaging. It is the packaging operation applied directly on a product or wrapping around of a product already with another technique with plastic films through a heating process. Okay. Ito naman po katulad ng strip packaging and then blister. Kasi ginagamitan po to ng heat process, kumbaga. Kaso ang pinagkaiba lang nito, ito gumagamit po ng plastic film. Na kumbaga parang bina-vacuum yung product para ma-seal yung isang produkto na makikita nyo sa picture na yung prutas po balot na balot, and then sa loob ng packaging niyan wala kang makikita na hangin kasi nga na-vacuum siya. Next po. On the next topic po, ito naman po yung parts of the label. Next. Parts of the label. Principal display panel or alternate principal display panel. Portion of the package label that is most likely to be seen by the customer. Sometimes a food package may also have an alternate principal display panel, which refers to the other surface of the package that is also suitable for display as PDP. Ito po yung PDP na tinatawag na makikita mo sa harapan ng produkto. Ito yung package label na may nilalaman na product identity name and then net content declaration. Kumbaga, ito yung pinaka-information sa bibili natin product. Kumbaga, ito yung pinaka-label sa harapan. The next po. Parts of a label, determination of the area of PDP. For rectangular package, it is the height times the weight. So sa picture po na to, kunyari po yung product na bibili natin is ganito po yung shape, rectangular shape. Kumbaga sa isang side lang po, kunyari ito pong side, then lang po ilalagay yung package label, and then may formula po dito na para malaman mo yung area of PDP na area of PDP equal 8 times 6 equal 48 square in. Next po. And ito naman po kapag cylindrical naman yung product, kunyari nasa Delata, yung mga nasa easy open can, may formula rin po para makuha yung PDP. Para kung saan mo pwedeng ilagay yung pinaka-display label, may formula po. For cylindrical or nearly cylindrical container, it is 40% of the value of the height of the container times the circumference. Hindi tulad sa naunang shape na rectangular. Yung isang side doon, ano po yun? Ayun po yung buo pong malalagay yung PDP label. Hindi tulad dito sa may cylindrical shape na 40% lang po yung pwedeng malagyan ng PDP label dahil nga sa shape niya. Kasi pabilog siya. Kumbaga hindi lahat malalagyan. At may formula rin po ito kung paano po makuha yung PDP. Next po. For other shape container naman po, ganun din po, it is 40% of the total surface area, including tops, bottoms, flange of cans, and shoulders, and necks of bottles and jar. Ito po, sa example po, sa other shape naman po ng container, ganun pa rin po. 40% pa rin po yung total surface area, kasama na po yung top, bottoms, and shoulder, and necks of the bottle and jar. Kumbaga sa picture po na to, doon lang po sa pinakababa ng part po ng shape container ang malalagyan nyo. Kasi hindi po tulad ng rectangular shape na buo. Ito po parang cylindrical shape lang din. Kumbaga sa gilid lang pwedeng malagyan ng PDP label at 40% lang talaga yung pwedeng lagyan mo ng label kasi nga iba yung shape niya. However, if the container has an obvious PDP, the top of triangular or rectangular package, the area shall consist of the entire. Next po. Ito po yung example ng ng naunang picture po. Ito po yung sa rectangular and then cylindrical. Ay, makikita niyo po yung sa araw na information panel. Diyan po makikita sa may gilid yung nilalaman po ng product, ingredients, timbang, saan ginawa, sino nag-distribute. And sa PDP po, ito po yung pinaka-display sa harap. Diyan po mas makikita yung pinaka-label ng product na bibili natin at para mas ma-inform yung mga consumer na bibili po. Next po. Ito po yung information panel. Information panel, required information, all other mandatory information, which include the names, and address of the manufacturer, packer, or distributor, the ingredients list, and the country of origin. The nutrition facts may appear on the information panel. Ito na nga po yung information na sinasabi ko na sa may bandang side po to ng packaging na kung saan makikita yung ingredients, nutrition information, manufactured by kung sino gumawa, and then kung saan produkto nanggaling. Ito mas makikita ng consumer kung ano po yung mga nilalaman mismo ng product sa isang packaging. Next po. Yun lamang po and maraming salamat po. Thank you po.